are you? Today I continue with elementary transformations. In the previous video we had found the inverse of a square matrix of order 2. Now today we'll be discussing it for the square matrix of order 3. If you remember, we had discussed for row transformation we write the matrix A is equal to I into A, identity matrix into matrix A. Then for this matrix A, we are going to convert this matrix into an identity matrix, right? And by applying various operations, and the operations which we were applying on matrix A, same operations we were applying on matrix I. This A was remaining as it is until you get I is equal to B into A, right? So we had discussed that A inverse is equal to B. Whereas for column transformations, we were writing matrix A is equal to A into I. Now this is a basic difference for row transformation and column transformation. For row transformation, we were writing matrix A is equal to I into A, whereas for column transformation, we are writing A is equal to A into I. Again, we apply operations on this matrix A and simultaneously on this identity matrix until this matrix A becomes an identity matrix. So we get I is equal to A into B, and hence A inverse will be equal to matrix B. Now this we had discussed earlier also. Now please listen carefully. Here the matrix A which we are going to make identity matrix, that should be of this form 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So I am giving a very simple method. First of all, I have written here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I repeat 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then 7 8 9. Now what is this? First of all, where I have written 1, will make the element of matrix A 1, right? Then after that, where I have written 2, I'll make the element of matrix A as 0. Then at 3 again we'll make this element 0. After that we come to this element, right? For identity matrix here we need 1, so we'll make this element 1. After that come to this 5, where we have written 5. We should have 0 here, so applying operations will make this 0. Then at 6 we should have 1, so we'll try and make this element 1 applying various operations. After that we go to 7, 8 and 9. So at 7 we should have 0, at 8 also we should have 0, and here at 9 0. So if you proceed this method by this method, definitely you are going to get your answer correctly. Otherwise, most of the times and most of the students, they are unable to get their answer correct because it involves various calculations. But if you follow this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, I repeat, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So for first we'll make at 1 we'll make this element 1, at 2 0, at 3 0, then 4, at 4 make this element 1, at 5 make this element 0, at 6 make this element 1, and then 7 8 9, right? So please do remember this. It's a very simple method. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I'm going to find the inverse of matrix A. If A is equal to matrix have elements 2 1 1 1 0 1 0 2 minus 1, find inverse of A using elementary row transformations. So we write A is equal to I into A, right? So put the values of A. So matrix A I have written, then identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1 into A as it is, right? Now see here, if you remember, we had just discussed 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So first of all, here we are having 2, so I need 1 here, right? So if I interchange row 1 and row 2, so we can get 1 here. So I interchanging R1 and R2, right? So R2 comes here 1 0 1 2 1 1 0, 2, and same operation I have applied on the identity matrix. Here I have interchanged R1 and R2. So here, right, here we have got 1 now. Right, now see, now we come to second, 1, 2, 3. So here at second place we should have what? 0, right? So how do we get 0? 2 minus 2 will be 0, right? 2, if you have 2 here, so what I am doing is on R2, on second row I am applying, on R2 I am applying R2 minus 2R1, R2 minus 2R1. So see, first row here you are having 1, so R2 minus 2R1, 2 minus 2 will be 0, so on. So I have applied the operation R2 minus 2R1, so we get, now see, 2 minus 2 will be 0, 1 minus 0 into 2 will be 1 only, and 1 minus 2 into 1, that is 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. So on second row we have got 0, 1, minus 1, right? Now here by chance we are already having 0 here, so good for us, because at third number we were to make this element 0, right? Same operation I have applied on the identity matrix here also. So if you see, 1 minus 0 into 2 will be 1 only, 0 minus 2 into 1 will be minus 2, and 0 minus 0 will be 0 only. Fine. Now 1, 2, 3 we have changed. Now I come to this here, 4, right? Now at 4 we should have 1, and it is already 1, so good for us again. Then I come to this 5. Now here we should have 0, right? Now again 2 minus 2 should be 0, right? So on R3 I am applying R3 minus 2R2, right? Because 2 minus 2 will be 0. You know, you don't have to, see, don't check for other elements. You just follow the number which I have given, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and try to make that element whatever we need, 0 or 1, right? So here I need 0. So 2 minus 2 should be 0. So applying R3 is equal to R3 minus 2R2, right? So here 0 minus 2 into 0 will be 0 only. So 0 minus 0 is 0, right? Then 2 minus 2 will be 0, and minus 1 minus 2, minus 1 minus 2 will be 1, right? So minus 1 plus 2 should be 1. So here we are getting, and same we are applying on this side also. So if you see, 0 minus 2 into 1 will be minus 2, and 0 minus minus 2 will be 2, and 1 minus 0 will be 1. So we are getting, sorry, it was R3 minus 2R2. So 0 minus 2 into 1 is minus 2, 0 minus 2 into minus 2, that will be 4, and 1 minus 2 into 0 will be 0. So 1 minus 0 should be 1. So we are getting here minus 2, 4, 1. Okay, now I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I should go to 7. 7 comes here. So already we are having 0 here. So fine, right? Then 8. I have to make this element 0 now, right? So here you are having 1. So 1 plus minus 1 will be 0, or R1 plus R1 minus R3. 1 minus 1 is also 0, right? So on R1 we are applying R1 minus R3, because 1 minus 0 will remain 1 only, 0 minus 0 will remain 0 only, and 1 minus 1 will become 0. So on R1 I am applying R1. On R1 we are applying R1 minus R3. So we get these elements 1, 0, 0, and these one as it is. Same we have applied on this side also, right? Now we are just left with this element, right? At ninth place, what do we have here? 0. So how do we get this 0 here? If we add these two, that is on R3, or sorry, R2, we can apply R2 plus R3. So 0 plus 0 will remain 0 only, 1 plus 0 will remain 1 only, and minus 1 plus 1 will become 0, and same you will apply on this matrix on this side, right? So we get, after applying on R2 we are applying R2 plus R3. So we are getting this identity matrix, and on this side we have got this matrix multiplied by A as it is. So we are getting the form I is equal to B into A, hence A inverse is equal to B, right? That is A inverse is equal to this matrix. So we are getting the A inverse is equal to matrix 2 minus 3 minus 1 minus 1 2 1 and minus 2 4 1. I hope you are getting what I have explained. Okay, now I come to next question. We are going to find the inverse of this matrix again using elementary transformation, and I am using row transformation first. In the next video I may discuss about column transformation, but generally it's not mentioned in the question that whether you are going to use row transformation or elementary column transformation. Mostly they simply mention using elementary transformations find the inverse. So most of the time students they prefer row transformation, but it may be asked for column transformation also. So we'll be discussing that in the next video. So again we write A is equal to I into A. So I have written matrix A here, matrix identity matrix multiplied by matrix A E, right? Now again, as we had discussed earlier, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So here at this first place I should get what? 1 here, right? So first of all, if I multiply this R1 by 3, so we'll get 6 here, and then 6 minus 5 we can get 1, right? So I'm multiplying R1 by 3. So applying on R1, we are applying 3 into R1. So here 3 to the 6, 3 into 0 will be 0, and 3 into minus 1 will be minus 3. And same I have applied same operation on this row also. So I get 6 0 minus 3 5 1 0, so on. These rows will remain unchanged, and here also, right? Now 6 minus 5 will be 1. So on R1 I apply R1 minus R2 on this matrix as well as on this side. So 6 minus 5 will be 1, 0 minus 1 will be minus 1, and minus 3 minus 0 will be minus 3 only. Here R1 minus R2, 3 minus 0 will be 3, 0 minus 1 will be minus 1, and 0 minus 0 will be 0 only. So we are getting these matrices, right? Now okay, now we were having this matrix, right? I have to make this element 0 now, right? So how do we get 0? 5 minus 5 will be 0. So on R2 I apply R2 minus 5R1, right? R2 minus 5R1, because 5 minus 5 will be 0. So we have 5 minus 5 0, 1 minus minus 5 will be 6, and 0 minus 5 into 3, that will be 0 plus 15. So I get 15, and same operation I've applied on this side also, right? So 1 2 3 we have got now 1 0 0. Now where do we start from? This 4. I have to make this as 1, right? So now again 6 minus 5 can be 1, right? 6 minus 5 can be 1. So on this R2 I apply R2 minus 5 R3. So we get 0, 6 minus 5 will be 1 only, right? And here, right, R2 minus this 15 minus this 15 will be 0, and same here on this side we have applied the same operation. Okay, so now here 5 we have at fourth place we have already made 1. Now I come to this. Here we should have 0. So how do we get 0? If we subtract 1 from 1, so 1 minus 1 will give you 0. So on R3 I apply, on R3 I can apply R3 minus R2. So 0 minus 0 will be 0, 1 minus 1 will be 0, and 3 minus 0 will be 3. So we have got this, and same on this side, 0 minus minus 15 will be plus 15, 0 minus 6 will be minus 6, and 1 minus minus 5 will be 6. So we have got this matrix, Okay, so we have got 1 2 3 4 5. Now here this is 6, so I need 1 here, right? So for that, divide this whole row R3 by 3. So applying R on R3, we are applying 1 over 3 R3. Divide all the elements of third row by 3 on for this matrix as well as this matrix. So we get 0 0 1, and here we get 5 minus 2 and 2. Fine. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now we come to the seventh element. Now here we should have 0. So how do we get 0? Minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So R1 plus R2 can give you the desired result. So applying on R1, we are applying R1 plus R2. So if you add 1 plus 0 will remain 1, minus 1 plus 1 will be 0, and minus 3 plus 0 will remain minus 3 only. And same on this side, we have applied the same result into A, matrix A as it is. Now so we have divided this by 3. Fine. So we have got the matrix 1 0 minus 3 0 1 0 0 0 1, and same on this side. Okay, now we have made the 0. Now here what do you need? 0 again, because we have 7 8 9, right? So minus 3 plus 3 will give you 0. So on R1 I can apply R1 plus 3R3, right? So on applying that, we get 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1, and on this side we have applied the operation, so I get this matrix. So since we have got the identity matrix on this side, right, so we get the form I is equal to B into A. Therefore A inverse should be equal to B. Hence A inverse is equal to matrix 3 minus 1 1, minus 15 6 minus 5, and 5 minus 2 2, right? I hope you have understood. Now I have given you a few questions for practice. So using elementary transformations, find the inverse of the following. First matrix, the elements are 1 3 3, 1 4 3, and 1 3 4, and the answer should be 7 minus 3 minus 3 minus 1 1 0 minus 1 0 1. And second question, the matrix have elements minus 1 1 2, 1 2 3, 3 1 1, and the answer is 1 minus 1 1, minus 8 7 minus 5, 5 minus 4 3, right? So it's very simple. As I explained, just remember the very first step, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and you know, do not concentrate on other elements, just concentrate on the numbering. We need to make that element 1 or 0 as we have in the identity matrix. Thank you.